Looking at DXY, the performance for this week. Previously, we looked at price phases, the consolidation phase, expansion, retracement, and reversal. That's what I was trying to track out. So, according to the current structure, the previous structure, we had what we call we're looking at the origin of price delivery. We saw price initially it was under a consolidation phase, then we saw it breaking above. Yes, because actually this was previously a bullish trend. As you could see on daily, if you can scale onto daily, you could see we were on bullish trend. Yes, so we had to see the upside, the bullish break of structures. You can see after the breakout of the consolidation phase, this is when now price broke above the major structure, yeah, creating, continuing actually with the prevailing trend. Yeah, we kept on seeing series of break of structures, and these were the minor break of structure. Yeah, so we reached a point whereby we had a swing high, but again we failed to make actually we failed to take price higher because for the reason here demand failed to hold price. So the demand we had here failed to hold price, so in that we had a further swing to take us to a new higher high. So what we saw here, we saw a price breaking below, yeah, confirming a church because breaking below, taking out the previous higher low. Yes, yeah, that's confirmed to us what we call the intent of the trend change. So this is the higher low, it took out, price took out, this is the higher low, and we waited, we had a break of structure, we waited, and we got a flip for a confirmation entry on lower time frame. So now this is now the change of the order flow. So the order flow changed from bullish to bearish. So what we had here, we had what we call the bearish break of structure on the downside of the trend. So from the bullish order flow to the bearish order flow, that's why you saw I marked BOS on the downside of the trend. So we went, and I had some area which I've had marked my BOI. I was even expecting price to tap here. This is where I was expecting price to tap before it reverses. Because since we talked about the four phases of price, we talked about the consolidation, the expansion, retracement, and reversal. So this was my BOI, and for some reason I had my FVG some kind of imbalance here. You could see here, yes, on this order block. This was my last order block. You see the last air down candle here. This was my order block, of which I was expecting price to tap before it reversed. But price actually here, it tended to respect the what? The breaker block. So actually this was the breaker block area, the breaker block area it respected. Yes, you can see this is a breaker. You can see it respected the breaker block area. That's when now it gave us a turn, the intent of a turn. So we continue to see a church, and we saw a break of structure, price retraced back, a flip towards demand. So to confirm entries on lower time frame, that's when now again price continue now to reverse. So all this retracement, when it started reversing for bullish, the retracement was meant to fill up all this void which was created by the expansion phase. Oh, this is the void which was created by the expansion. So retracement is always to fill up the void, understand, which is left by the expansion phase. So we continue to see price retrace following actually the phases are talked about. Talked about consolidation, expansion, retracement, and reversal. Basically, this is the reversal we expected, and we continue to see price breaking above this structure now. This is when now I came to understand now price is turning now bullish because the momentum is right, is coming stronger. So we got some kind of confirmations. That's when now we started running bullish. So this was the entire reversal, but the first confirmation was the church. This was the church. It was the first confirmation. The church is the first intent of a trend change. After the church, break of structure, and you can see we didn't even have a RT or a returned order block. Yes, but we had a break of structure of which we had a slight flip towards demand for some slight confirmation entries, yeah, on lower time frame. So we continue, price continue to surge higher and higher, creating higher highs and higher low. All this is what we call the complex pullback. Price came to break this entire structure, and really the intent was convincing that the trend is really bullish, turning. Actually, we are really in a what, in the reversal phase. So we kept on price kept on sweeping liquidity which was lying above. Yeah, here we had what we call the equal eye. These were equal eyes. Yeah, these were equal eyes, of which price now came to sweep. So we had a sweep of equal eyes here, and again we continued also to sweep liquidity from the relative equal eyes. Relative equal eyes are eyes actually which are relatively which are not on the same level. Actually, I would call them relative equal eyes, and we could see also the internal range liquidity, as we could see. So I was looking at this POI. Wait, now I'm looking for the POI to wait for some kind of reaction, if it would be possible for the trend actually to react. We might continue to see the complete reversal, the total reversal. Yeah, or if we won't confirm in reversal and price continues to break above, making a new higher high, taking out this high, it will convince us when price now comes and take out this high, it will be making what we call a break of structure, creating a new higher high. We will be convinced to wait for confirmation to continue running bullish. But for me, I'll be waiting for a reaction at this POI, at this supply area, to see actually that price can be reversed completely. Yes. So this was the entire week, of which it wasn't a bad week at all. Like other pairs, we saw actually the dollar index, as it's the one that measures the performance of other currencies of the world. We saw other currencies uh, dropping against the dollar. We could say we saw euro, we saw commodities, and we saw also stocks dropping against the DXY. For example, let me go and check on euro USD how it performed. You could see euro USD, it actually has what we call the negative correlation with the dollar. So we saw euro dropping, breaking the entire structure here, as you could see, is now tapping the POI, of which actually I'm waiting to see the kind of reaction. And I'm basically hoping to buy next week if the signals will be convincing. If I could see the intent of buying a church, then I would really go to the lower time frame to confirm a buy. If not, I'll be waiting for this order block to be invalidated. Yeah, to see this lower low being taken out, whereby I would see another new break of structure, then I will confirm for a continuation of the bearish move. So I was just literally tracking DXY, how it performed. We are basing on price phases, as you saw the consolidation phase from the start here, and expansion again, and we continue to see the retracement filling up the void, and also the reversal. Yes, so this is what actually I wanted to talk about. Yeah, tracking it. So I'll be making another video talking about a different thing actually. Yeah, so I'll be posting it later today or tomorrow to talk about the